Something's not right in West Texas. Asterisk the drills are still running, the money's still flowing, but the silence. It's heavier than ever. Asterisk and now, Season 2 of Landman is breaking that silence with secrets, betrayals, and a war that's been brewing under the oil-soaked ground. Asterisk the trailer just dropped. And if you blinked, you missed everything. Asterisk, but we didn't. Asterisk and what we found might just change everything you thought you knew. Season 1 of Landman didn't just tell a story about oil. It told a story about power. We met Tommy Norris, blue-collar worker caught in a world where loyalty is a lie, and everyone has a price. What started as a simple job in the oil field slowly turned into something darker. Land deals, political games, dangerous partnerships, and at the center of it all, a man forced to choose between survival and soul. Asterisk the first season ended with Tommy knee-deep in trouble. His boss was hiding something. His co-workers were turning on each other, and the oil company. Let's just say they don't care who gets crushed as long as the drills keep turning. The final episode left fans with more questions than answers. What did that final phone call mean? Who was watching him from the truck? And why was that file marked "Do Not Share"? Asterisk it's clear now. Season 1 wasn't just setting the stage. It was loading the gun. Asterisk because if you watched closely, there were signs. Hidden contracts, satellite images, whispers about tribal land, rights and offshore banking, all small pieces of a much bigger game. And now, with the Season 2 trailer leaked, everything's starting to make sense. Asterisk this isn't just about oil anymore. It's about legacy, land, and lies, the kind that get people killed. And from what the trailer shows, the body counts. About to rise. Asterisk the Season 2 trailer for Landman may only run for a minute and a half, but it says a lot, and even more through what it doesn't say. At first glance, it seems like more of the same: oil rigs, dusty highways, and corporate boardrooms filled with sharp suits and fake smiles. But if you slow it down, if you look just past the surface, you'll notice something different. This world is about to explode. Asterisk the trailer opens with a single shot, an oil pump in the middle of the desert. It's not running. The wind howls, the sky is bruised with storm clouds, and a voice, low, tired, maybe even scared, says, "The ground doesn't forget." That line alone sets the tone. This season isn't about making deals. It's about debts, old ones, the kind buried deep in the land and deeper in the past. Asterisk then the trailer cuts fast, gunshots in the distance, flashing red lights, a helicopter lifting off in the dark. We see a figure standing in front of a burning rig. Their face is never shown, but based on the stance, fans think it's Tommy, and he's not watching the fire with fear. He's watching it with purpose. Asterisk other quick glimpses show what look like federal agents entering a corporate office, a briefcase being passed under a table, and a man in a clean suit whispering, "We clean this up, or we bury it." What's being buried? Evidence, a person, a whole past. The trailer doesn't say, but it wants you to ask. Asterisk then comes the final shot. A map pinned down to a table, circles drawn in red ink. One location is marked with 3 letters, T.R.Z. No one knows what it means yet, but from what we're seeing and hearing, it's not just a place. It might be the center of everything. Asterisk, but here's the most interesting part. The trailer cuts off suddenly mid-scene, a glitch. As if something was removed, edited out, and fans online are already comparing this version to the one that was briefly uploaded, then pulled. That's where things get interesting. Asterisk because that missing piece, that's what leads us into the leaks. Asterisk just days after the official trailer dropped, a version of the same video appeared briefly on a closed forum tied to film production insiders. It had the same intro, but a very different ending. And what was shown has fans spinning out of control. Asterisk according to multiple sources, some claiming to work on the production, Season 2 is hiding a major betrayal in the first 2 episodes. One of Tommy's closest allies, someone we trusted through. Season 1 is revealed to be working directly with a government task force investigating illegal drilling and environmental violations. This character, unnamed in the script pages that were leaked, has been feeding information to federal agents and may have been behind the explosion hinted at in the trailer. Asterisk even more shocking, a private security firm hired by the oil company last season for protection is being turned into a shadow army. They're not just guarding assets, they're cleaning up problems, and that includes people. One source describes a chilling scene where a driller goes missing after trying to leak documents to the press. Only his hard hat is found floating in a retention pond near a rig. Asterisk, but that's not all. Asterisk, there's a mysterious new figure introduced around episode 3, a woman, never named, but described in leaks as a corporate fixer with ties to international oil cartels. She's reportedly behind the map marked T.R.Z, which now fans believe stands for a tribal reservation zone. That points to a much darker storyline: land theft, backroom deals, and violence disguised as business. Asterisk, and here's the wildest twist: Tommy might not survive the season. Asterisk, in one version of the leaked episode outlines, a major character hinted to be Tommy is last seen in a desert standoff. A helicopter flies away, a body is left behind. No face shown, no confirmation, but the implication is clear. Landman season 2 could end with the rise of a new lead and the fall of the one we started with. Asterisk, of course, none of this is confirmed. Paramount Plus hasn't responded, but these leaks line up a little too well with the trailer's strange edits and sudden cuts. Coincidence or a quiet cover-up? Asterisk, with the trailer's strange omissions and the growing stack of leaks, fans have started putting the puzzle together themselves, and some of the theories out there are shockingly well thought out. Asterisk, one of the most popular fan theories right now is that Tommy was never the hero. Not really. According to Reddit threads and podcast discussions, subtle clues in season 1 point to him being used upon by higher forces. The oil company, the government, and even his co-workers may have been playing him from the start. There's even one scene where a character says, "Some people don't realize they're just the match, not the fire." Fans now believe that line was about Tommy, and in season 2, we might watch him finally burn. Asterisk, another theory, the T.R.Z map marker isn't just a location, it's a lie. Some believe the reservation doesn't even exist. It could be a code used by the corporate fixer to mark a dumping site or a testing zone. If true, it means the oil company is covering up for more than illegal land grabs. We're talking environmental damage, secret wells, maybe even human experimentation. It's far-fetched, but it would explain why so many characters in the trailer look terrified. Asterisk, and what about the woman in the white truck? A blink-and-you-miss-it shot shows her tailing Tommy at night. No name, no background, just cold eyes in the rearview mirror. Fans are calling her the widow, and some think she's tied to the fixer, possibly even an ex-operative with her own revenge arc. If that's true, she could be the one who finished Tommy's story or take it over completely. Asterisk, now here's where it gets even deeper. Some fans believe Landman is part of a shared universe. Yep, theories are spreading that it connects loosely to Yellowstone and Tulsa King through background characters and business names. One shot in the trailer shows a filing cabinet with a folder labeled Midstream Holdings. That company has shown up in both 1923 and Mayor of Kingstown. Is it an Easter egg or something bigger? Asterisk, either way, one thing's clear. Landman season 2 isn't just raising the stakes, it's blowing them wide open. Asterisk, and if even half these leaks turn out to be true, we're not just getting a sequel, we're witnessing a slow-motion disaster, wrapped in dust, power, and blood. Asterisk, now that the leaks are out and the trailer's been dissected frame by frame, fans are connecting the dots and what they're seeing. It's bigger than anyone expected. Asterisk, one theory gaining traction fast is that Tommy's story was never meant to end well. Asterisk some fans think he's just a disposable piece in a much bigger game used by oil executives, manipulated by the government, and pushed too far. Asterisk in one online post. A user pointed out a line from season 1. Asterisk you're not the storm, Tommy. You're just standing in it. Asterisk if that's a hint, it could mean he's destined to fall and someone new is about to rise. Asterisk then there's the T.R.Z mystery. Asterisk some believe it stands for a tribal reservation zone, a battleground over stolen land and illegal drilling. Asterisk others think it's not a place at all, but a code. Asterisk a hidden operation buried deep within the company's books. Asterisk dumping grounds. Secret test sites. Even missing people. Asterisk too far-fetched. Maybe asterisk, but if this new corporate fixer character is who the leaks say she is, it's not just land they're stealing. It's lives. Asterisk another theory. Landman isn't a standalone story anymore. Asterisk there are hints it could connect to the larger Taylor Sheridan universe through companies, side characters, and shadowy organizations. Asterisk we've seen Midstream Holdings before, once in 1923, once in Mayor of Kingstown. Asterisk if that's intentional, this story could be leading to something much bigger, maybe even a crossover event. Asterisk and that woman in the white truck. Asterisk they're calling her the widow. Asterisk no background, no name. Asterisk just eyes in the mirror and a trail of bodies behind her. Asterisk some say she's there to finish Tommy's arc. Asterisk others think she's the beginning of the next one.